Hello, everyone. Greetings and welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the Black Spartan Parent and Family Support Stage. So excited that you all decided to join us today and that you just wanted to be in community and get to know a little bit more about what we have to offer, not only you and your family, but also your student here at San Jose State University. And so we're going to go ahead and get our program started. I know there's a few folks here that are dying to meet you and excited to share a little bit more about their roles here at the university. And I'm sure we will have a few more folks drop in and introduce themselves along the way. But we're going to go ahead and get started because we on CP time and I want to get y'all in and out accordingly. So our agenda for the day, we're going to do some quick welcome and introductions. We're going to do an overview of some of the units and departments here at SJSU that have an interest and a commitment in serving and supporting Black Spartans. We're going to share some helpful links with you so that you can just leave with some things to take away and reconnect later, maybe at another time. We're going to share ways that you can continue to contact us and get more information as you need to, and then we're going to open it up for a Q&A. Awesome. So I want to be able to see who's here in the virtual building, and I will start. I send you greetings. My name is Emerald Green. Pronouns are she, her, and her. I'm so excited. I'm here serving as the program director for the Black Leadership and Opportunity Center. You'll hear us intimately known as the Block on campus and hopefully off campus. I'm also an alum, class of 2013, really excited to be in this role. And I'm about 6 months in, y'all. So definitely, we are moving and grooving. And I'm joined with a bunch of colleagues, and I just want to make space for them to introduce themselves as well. So Armani, what's up? I'm going to welcome you to the stage.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. My name is Armani Donahue, program coordinator here at the Block, she, her. Let's see, I've been at the Block for going on about 2.5 years, but I'm also an alumni of San Jose State, class of 2018. I graduated with a degree in psychology and a minor in sociology. I'm happy to be here and really provide space and opportunity for us to connect with the parents and guardians and supporters of our students that are coming in. So I hope that we can answer your questions and we'll get rolling. I'll go ahead and pass it over to Greg Wolcott.
And Greg might not be here just yet. We'll make sure that he can introduce himself next when he gets in. I'm going to pass it off to Dr. Yolanda. Hello.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Yolanda Wiggins. I am an assistant professor in the Department of Sociology and Interdisciplinary Social Sciences, and I'm also the faculty in residence for the Black Scholars community. Super excited to be connecting with you and to be connecting closely with your children.
All right, next we have Dr. Patience. Hello.
Good evening. Hello, I'm Dr. Patience Bryant. I use she, her, they pronouns. I'm the director for Black and African American Equity of the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, which is in the President's Office. This is an inaugural role, so I started this position in December. But what brought me to California was I worked for about 4 years as a director of student conduct at Long Beach State.
Emerald, I think we're just going down the list, right?
Let's just go, Rigo. You got it.
Let's do it. Okay, folks. Hello, Rigo Flores, Program Director for New Student Family Programs, pronouns he, him, his. And yeah, so I too am an alum from San Jose State. I'm trying to remember what class of 14 and class of 18 or 17. I'm a double alum, so get the numbers mixed up. But very nice to be here. Thank you for having me. And I'm just really excited to connect with you all this evening.
Awesome. And Rumi, would you like to go next? Hello.
Sure. Hi, I'm Rumi Barma, and I am currently the chair at the Family Advisory Board, and happy to be here, happy to welcome new Spartan families, and especially welcome our Black community. We are very, very diverse, and we welcome all communities. I want that known. Bye.
Michael, I see you in the building. Hello.
Let me see. of FAB. I have a student here at San Jose State. Coming off my first year of being with the board, I'd like to welcome all families to San Jose State and to our forum here. I look forward to talking to you and meeting you. And like when we said, we're a very diverse group with the FAB, and we can assist you in just about anything. And we can, if we can't, we can really point you in the right direction where you need to go.
And I see we got a few more colleagues in here. I'd love for them to maybe come on mute and say hello to you all. So Dr. Travis Boyce, hello. Jamal Williams, hello. If either of you are here, please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Travis Boyce. I am the Department Chair of African American Studies, and this is my second year at San Jose State.
What's up, everyone? I am Jamal Williams. I work in the Office of the President as the Deputy Director of Advocacy for Racial Justice. I've been here 7 years, so it's pretty cool. Good to see everybody.
There's so much love here in this space, and I'm just gonna also ask Jamal and Dr. Boyce, whenever you've got some time, want to throw some things in the chat, please feel free to do, and we will make sure that we will speak that into the virtual landscape, just to make sure that folks can auditorily hear what you are placing in the chat as well. All right, we want to know who else is here in the building. We know we don't do this work alone, right? We do it in community and solidarity with our parents and families on the call. So can we just take a moment to hear from you all, and when you're willing and able, maybe share your name, the year of your student. So are they a frosh? Are they a transfer student? Are they a continuing student, maybe a sophomore or senior, somewhere in between there? Maybe where's home for you, hometown, if you can share that, and what brought you here to the space today. So whoever might be ready to go first, go ahead and come off mute. And if your mic is not working, feel free to place that information in the chat as well.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Hamilton, and I have my son. He is a first year in the mechanical engineering department. We are from Southern California, and we'll be driving up to San Jose on tomorrow, and just excited about him starting there. And just actually, I received an email about this meeting on tonight, and wanted to sign up for it and just to see and hopefully get to know other families that will be having students that's going there as well. But thank you all for having me tonight.
Hi, my name is Julie Payson. I actually work for San Jose State. I have a transfer student coming in at fall. We are originally from Monterey. We'll be relocating to Manteca. And it brought me to the space for a couple of reasons. One, my role here on the campus is the Discrimination, Harassment, Retaliation Administrator and Deputy Title IX. Been in HR for a long time. And also, my son is excited to start there. I'm not so excited about him being around me that much, but we'll see how that goes. So anyway, he is a radio, television, video, film major.
Hi, my name is Erica Johnson Brooks. Can everyone hear me? Okay, and my son Trey Brooks will be a freshman. We live in Los Angeles. Prior to him and his sister being born, we actually lived in the Bay Area. We lived in Oakland. Really love the Bay Area, and he's very excited about San Jose State. We are too. And I came to the space because in every institution we've been a part of, from high school, elementary school, I've always joined the Black parent affinity groups and have found a lot of support. And so we're just hoping to continue, at San Jose State with the same type of support and fun. So thank you for inviting us and for having this.
Hi. Hello, my name is LaTanya Warren. I cannot see anyone because I am on the road. So therefore, I just wanted to poke my head in and say that my son is a freshman, Wesley Warren. We are from Temecula, which is in Southern California. I may be more excited than he is, but we are familiar a little bit with the Bay Area. My daughter also attended a school in the Bay, and I like the Bay. So I support my children venturing out away from home and making their own way. So thank you for inviting me to take part in this program, and I look forward to hearing what it is that you all have to say. Thank you.
Any more families present that'd like to introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm driving, and so I didn't want to interrupt if someone, if there's a way of raising your hand, because I can't do that. But my name is Sonia Lewis, and my daughter, Micah Lewis, is going into her sophomore year. And we are from Citrus Heights, which is in Sacramento County. And I just wanted to be a part of this because this is just me from early on. I tried to make myself visible and trying to find ways to get support for my daughter's academic and social life. So I'm very, very excited. This will be obviously her first time on campus, and just really looking forward to know how we as parents can support our kids on campus this year. Thank you.
I also want to acknowledge that we had a parent in the chat, Topanga, who has been in our new Black Spartan Institute these last couple days. Let's see. Her daughter Topanga is a freshman in molecular biology, and she's also an alumni Santa Clara class of 1992. Thank you for joining us. Ms. Karen Schuberg.
Just wanted to double check before we move on. Kalina and Kimberly, have you already introduced yourself? Kimberly, I think I did hear you go. Okay, so we will then just give a quick moment to invite Dr. Akila Carter-Francique to introduce herself as well. Hello, welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully you can see me. Sorry, I'm putting my headphones in. Multitasking. Yes, Dr. Akila Carter-Francique. I serve as the Executive Director for the Institute for the Study of Sports, Society, and Social Change here at San Jose State University. In addition, I also serve as an Associate Professor in the Department of African American Studies. So I've had the great opportunity to be joined by wonderful colleagues for the new Black Spartan Institute, and looking forward to helping you as parents and families any way possible. Thank you.
Okay, let's keep this party going. And Armani and I will start with just sharing a little bit more about what we do here at the Block, also known as the Black Leadership and Opportunity Center. So Armani, I think we both introduced ourselves and let folks know that we are alum. I think something that I'd just like to share with you all is that as alum, Armani and I did not have a block, what now exists as the Block. we were part of that student generation that navigated the campus community together. And I just think that it's really unique and amazing to have us both here in the space leading in this way as alum. And so we're learning and growing and experiencing things with students right in these positions, and very fortunate and gratitude to serve with Armani. Armani, do you want to talk a little bit about what you just dropped there in the chat for folks?
Sure. So that huge chat blurb is all the information that we've been giving to all the students at orientation as well. But outside of that, you can find our information at the top, all of our social media, our website, and another presentation that we're doing. It's the same one pretty much, but it's just another version that we've done in the past. If you want to access it at another time after this, we have our contact information, Emerald and I. And then we have our campus partners. Most of them are in the space. The only campus partner that is not here is the Office of Student Involvement. So if you want to look into more of their departments or our information, go ahead and refer to that chat. I'll probably drop it in a couple times depending on how many people drop in with us, just to make sure everyone has it. But that is what that is.
I'm on mute. Awesome. So before we get started and telling you more about what we do at the Block, I wanted to just pause and share our African American student profile with you all. Our office will ask institutional research to pull this data for us by semester and biannually. To make sure that we are really just seeing the trends of our demographic community. And so this might be helpful for you as you're trying to better understand the landscape that your student is coming into as a Black Spartan. And so you can just take a look at where we are. We are about 3% student population across undergraduate and graduate students. And you can see the geographic regions of where our students are coming from. A lot of them are from the East Bay, Santa Clara, SoCal, North Bay area. And again, you can see how that breakdown differs between graduates and undergraduates. Some additional information, you can see what the top undergraduate majors are of our Black Spartan community, as well just where they stand in academic level. So we definitely are leaning towards, as of spring 21, more seniors. Few of those folks have graduated, and we know that we do have some fall graduates for fall 21, but it's an exciting time to just really think about repopulating our campus and re-inviting back this vibrant community again, on campus safely. And we're a small but mighty community. So you might hear us say that a lot. You might hear your student refer to us being a small but mighty community. We hope that you might join us in that language and thinking about, again, strength in numbers and what that might look like. So our mission here is to really serve and historically empower and uplift students that identify with the Black and African diaspora. Shout out to Jamal, our previous program director, who you see there in the photo. He led the way along with Armani and our students to shift our name. So we were formerly known as the African American Black Student Success Center, and we are now known as the Block. So thank you for that legacy, Jamal, and the work that you and Armani and students did to lead the way. I'm gonna kick it over to you, Armani.
So here at the Block, we really try to make sure that our students are well connected to the campus. And we create a network of support for them to feel like they're creating that community, not only within themselves as a peer group, but also to the greater departments and offices that are available on the campus. But at least while they're in our space, we want to make sure that they feel like they're at home, want to make sure that they have access to games or things that are just available for them. So we have a printer, we have different things to make sure that they're accommodated in their experience at San Jose State, but especially within our office.
And I often like to tell folks the center is just a place to be, and it cannot contain all of our Black excellence. So our hope is that we are actively taking up space on campus wherever, however we can do that safely, to make sure that the campus knows that we are here as a vibrant community. And so in that, we hope to create a Black Spartan identity. One of the ways that we are doing that, and you might see a couple of us with our background images in alignment with one another, it's because we are currently in our pre-matriculation program, the new Black Spartan Institute, which hopefully some of your students have opted into this week in order to gain a FUBU-like experience about what it might mean for them to transition into Black Spartan. But we do partnership with other campus partners, external and internal, and also lead and help support initiatives that better enhance the Black Spartan identity here on campus.
So this year, working at the Block, we have quite a bit of students that we get to work with this year. We have about 19 students that are either hired or mentors within our BAM peer mentor program, Black Alliance of Mentorship program. So we have a lot of space to really accommodate new leaders on our campus and really provide different opportunities for them to connect in new ways. But we're really trying to make sure that through time, we're creating space for us to experience new things as a campus, as Black Spartans. So we hope to have study away programs as things become open again and allow us to be able to travel. But outside of that, we also have another mentor program, which is in partnership with a couple different departments on campus, really connecting our students to professionals, not only on campus, maybe it could be a professor or someone else within a department, or it could even be professionals within Santa Clara County and surrounding areas. But even that, the Black Alliance of Mentorship program is really geared towards supporting the incoming students of San Jose State. So this year we did a new initiative and we're taking every single incoming student who is a Black student has been paired with a mentor. So those 19 students that we get to work with are working with every single one of our Black Spartan students that are incoming, which is new. We're really happy about it, and it's creating a lot of opportunities for us to continue to grow as a community. Tuesday Talks is a space where we have faculty come in and talk about their research outside of the classroom and why it's still important. And there's other events that we are going to be hosting in collaboration with other departments that we hope to still continue to do in some kind of form or fashion, but your students can stay tuned over our newsletter that comes out every week with new information, or even our social media. And if you follow us on social media too, you can find that information there.
Highly encourage you asking your student if they know who that mentor is, and if they need some support in finding out who they are, Armani and I can help lead the way in that. So they are texting, they're calling, they're creating group meet chats, all of that to better support and connect to your student. In-house, so in our physical center space and virtually due to COVID, we have some opportunities and resources where students can get better connected to some of our partners. And so you see a few of those here listed. These will continue into fall 21. Again, we will do some hybrid opportunities so students can access our campus partners in the center at different hours on different days, as well as virtually if that better suits their needs and is more convenient. But something that we just, again, want to let you know that this should be hopefully a one-stop shop for them to be supported. And if Armani and I cannot do the things, we will make sure that we find out who else in our community can assist your student in doing the things. I think between Armani and I, we have about 12 years of San Jose State just experience across both of us. So your students are in great hands, and we know a lot of different ways to better get them connected.
Perfect. So within all of this, we also want to make sure that we're sharing our Black student organization information with the students. It's important for them to know that there's different organizations for different interests. So we might have different regional affiliations. There might be something based on gender. There's Greek affiliated organizations. We want our students to know that there's a full network of community and support that they can find outside of the space to keep that longevity going while they're in the center or even after they leave and attending programs together.
And we just wanted to more centralize the information that we have available for first year students to tap into. So like I mentioned earlier, our new Black Spartan Institute, it will happen annually for every incoming group. It may look different in different forms as we continue to re-envision and expand, but it's our hope that we give that Black Spartan experience prior to students are starting their journey at San Jose State, but it's not to replace their orientation experience, but it will happen post-orientation. In addition to that, we have some colleagues here who will talk a little bit more about the Black Scholars Community Floor, and our hope is that we as an office and a center are connecting with the faculty and residents on the floor and the students that are residing over the academic year. So that's something else that if they have interest, this can, it's not exclusive to first year students solely. So you have a student who did not opt in this year, they can definitely opt in as a continuing student. We would definitely want to build on that multi-generational living experience. So let us know if your student has that interest. Armani did talk a little bit about our BAM peer mentoring program. We're going to be offering some social and academic programming year round to engage your student and for them to be in community with other first-year students. First-year students could be first-time freshmen. They could be transferred. They could also be graduate students. So that is an open invitation for students to just join that space. Some upcoming programming, we will be joining the Weeks of Welcome programming the first 6 weeks at the start of the semester and hosting a block party. So definitely get your students connected to this event. We will be promoting more soon to make sure that they know that this is coming and that they can learn more about on-campus and external resources that have a mission in serving Black people. Again, some retreat opportunities. The Black Spartan Leadership Retreat, we often will hold first-year student spaces, and this is an off-campus experience to really build community multi-generationally across the student population. We have some alternative spring break, study abroad opportunities. Of course, we need to welcome that back when we can do that safely, but that will be open to your students too, as well as their first-year students. So definitely encourage them to get excited and maybe draw some interest about what that experience might look like for them. And then we want to just share with you what we're thinking about in terms of our repopulation plan. We are planning to be open for the fall semester, Monday through Thursday in person, 8 to 5, and then remote on Fridays. And masks will be required for anyone accessing the physical space for the near future, right? Until we can do so again without masks safely.
Okay, so quite often we get these questions. First one being, how do you join the block? There is no explicit process to do anything or become officially affiliated with us. You just come to the programs, you participate, you just join in on what we're already doing. Coming to the spaces is one thing, joining in on the programs is another, but there's no official process to anything like that. What do we offer to the Frosh and transfer students? We offer a mentor, we offer a pre-matriculation program that's currently happening. Tomorrow's our last day. Doesn't mean they still can't join with us tomorrow. And different community opportunities to be connected with each other and the campus much deeper. We offer holistic support network and journey. That doesn't make sense. We offer a holistic support for their journey at San Jose State. But specifically at the block, we offer academic, social, cultural opportunities for them to be connected with each other. We offer free printing and snacks, games, good music, family energy, and just places for them to connect with campus partners outside of just those specific offices. And we're located in the student union in between Jamba Juice and the bookstore. So just look for us down one of those hallways leading into those spaces, but we're not too far from either of those. And we have some links and information for you. I already dropped those in the chat for you. I dropped our emails and our website, Instagram, YouTube, all of that stuff. So if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and wait. I'm running like this is orientation. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just drop these links in the chat for you just in case we had anyone join since our presentation happened, but thank you for listening.
Awesome, and I'm gonna kick it over to Rigo.
Yeah, thanks, Emerald and Armani. Hello, folks. Rigo Flores, Program Director for New Student Family Programs. And it's interesting, right? Like the block, our department is relatively new. We were actually established in 2016. And a big reason why we were established was because we had no department that worked directly with parents and family members. So when parents and family members had complaints or concerns or questions or wanted to get involved, we would just kind of send them to different places on campus. And so we were formed in 2016, and since then have accomplished a lot. So I'm here to share some of the resources that are specific to parents and family members of current and incoming Spartans with you. So next slide, please. So a few things that I want to mention here today is, one of the first things that, one of the first interactions we have with parents and families is at parent and family orientation. So we host these simultaneously with our student orientation during the summer. And so we do have our Frosh orientation for parents and family members. And we recently introduced our transfer orientation for parents and families. So this summer we hosted 2. Moving forward, we hope to expand that because we're seeing there's also a need for our transfer parent and family members. They have questions and a lot of the same concerns. And so we're currently working on that. But what I really want to talk to you about, and I'll cover it more on the next slide, is tools that are free to you to stay connected with us and to get involved with San Jose State. So one of the tools that I'll cover here is the Parent and Family Portal. So this is something that we rolled out about 2 years ago. So it's relatively new. It's starting to gain some traction, but it essentially functions like a Facebook, where you go in, you create a free account, and then my team goes in and we populate it weekly with different reminders, announcements, posts. So if the president sends a notification to us via email, I'll go in and add it as an announcement in the portal. So anyone that has a free account could receive it pretty much the day of. So they're going to be up to speed with their students. And sometimes I would say students take a little longer to read emails. So parents and families tend to be on the ones telling their student, hey, this is what I heard. So one of the perks and one of the reasons why you should look into this, you'll see on the right-hand side, there's calendars. So we go in and populate it with all the deadlines and upcoming events, which also has just been, we've received positive feedback about that. And on the left-hand side, you'll also see my communities. And so here, folks that create accounts can go in and choose communities that are of interest to them. So there's an athletics community, there's a career community, a financial aid community, I think a housing community. So like if your students living on campus. And I think something that we were talking about is moving forward, maybe even adding affinity groups here or spaces, right? So, Black families or Asian American or Latinx families. So we're really thinking about how can we use this platform to continue building community and connecting parents and SJSU parents and family members to one another. So just really encourage you all, if you don't already, to create an account. You can see the link there, and I'll drop it in the chat after, but it's just the sjsu.campusesp.com. And then it's very intuitive, it's straightforward. And this is, I would say, a great place to start if you want to just start connecting with us. On top of that, and I'm not going to go into it because we do have two of our members here, is that we established a Family Advisory Board, also known as FAB, F-A-B, kind of like the, I think in high school they're called the PTA. So essentially they are parent volunteers. They meet with us on, I think, two times a year. And they really are instrumental in helping us understand what are the needs of parents and family members. And I can go on, but I don't want to steal Fab's thunder. They are going to talk about that in a future slide. But if you are the type of parent that wants to get involved and like staying connected with the institution or a place where your students are studying, this is a great opportunity. And they're also going to cover it. But Parent and Family Weekends, it's a tradition that we've started here. We're on our 5th annual now. So just want to let you know you save the date for November 12th through the 14th. And then Fab will also talk about that a little bit more in this presentation. But yeah, so I wanted to briefly cover that. I'm going to stay on the call, and I'm happy to answer any questions via the chat or later on in person. And so with that, I'm going to pass it on to Rumi and Michael.
Hello, hi family members, other family members. We are also family members, so it's nice meeting you. Though this is a tough time, this is a pandemic, and we are trying to meet families during a pandemic. That's difficult for all of us. For my my colleague, he's a board member, Michael McAdoo. He has a difficult time doing these calls because he has to do it from work, but he's still participating. So you get our spirit. We are very welcoming. We totally understand you are another parent. We are other parents. So we need to bond. So this is a fun bonding time. You are coming into our campus for the very first time. You will be bringing your students on Saturday, and that is going to be a hardship. My heart breaks even now. My daughter is a senior at San Jose State, and I will be shedding tears when I say goodbye to her. But we have to do that because it is for their future. So for the future. For the next slide, please. Okay, so the Family Advisory Board is actually under Student Affairs, and Patrick Day is the Vice President of Student Affairs. He's in the President's Cabinet, and these are the other members of the Cabinet. You can see even the higher ups, our very diverse looking cabinet, you can be assured that our President, Mary Papazian, honors her commitment to our diverse community, and we have even diverse community right at the top. So Patrick always supports us. If you get to meet him, you will love him. We all love him. So please go ahead and reach out if you would like to connect with us. That's a great way to get in touch with Patrick too. All right, next slide. So what do we do? What do we actually do? Because we're just parents, so we don't know much. We have a separate career already going on. Michael works for Alameda County, and I work for a nonprofit. To take on another role is difficult because we are juggling two responsibilities, and I have multiple others. So we still try to make ways to find out what parents are expecting from the university, and that is through surveys. We do in-person networking. We'll welcome you during Move-In Day, and we have liaisons to various departments with the university. And as far as liaisons are concerned, next slide. Next slide. Okay, so we have liaisons for academic help. So that is a big problem. We have been trying to get someone for academic help. Finally, the university has a person who helps us. He's going to join as the advisor-in-chief, whatever is the title of his role, we'll know later. But he's going to be the one-stop shop for everything to do with advising. That was something that a lot of students were struggling with. And now we have someone who will be Mr. Fix-It-All. And then there is the San Jose SJSU Cares program. So this is something that will be elevating cases for cares and programs that come to us. We definitely reach out to San Jose Cares, and that is providing resources and other things. For safety, we do have a liaison with the UPD, and she is a terrific lady. She really speaks out, and she asks tough questions, which a lot of parents have. And that is great to know that you have other parents making the UPD, the University Police Department, answerable to you. And finally, we also, pay attention to the health and the fitness. And like at San Jose, there will be Move Across America coming up in September. And that will require every parent, family, and students, of course, first, to download the app of something where you track your progress in a virtual world. So we do that, and we share it with all our families. So these are some of the liaison roles. There are many more and many more things that we do with committees, and that can be for time for another conversation. And finally, I would like to extend a great big welcome to all of you to join us on Parent Family Weekend. Next slide, please. Yes, Parent Family Weekend is from 12th to the 14th, and it begins with the football game. That's amazing. And then there's the tailgate or barbecue. We'll put up that. There's of course performances. Last time I was here, there were great performances, excellent, top of the block. But following that, you will get some SJSU swag, and there will be workshop that a day in the life of your student. How will it be? You'll experience that. And there's some brunch on last day that you can enjoy some mimosas. All right, that's all from FAB, your Family Advisory Board. And please, if you're looking for a position on the board. We have 3 openings, so you can apply. If you just go on to the website, the sjsu.edu website, and put FAB in the search, you'll come up with our whole program, what we do, what not, and you will also find the application form for the board member position. So go ahead and apply if you're interested. Michael will love to have a member to gossip with. It's shooting the breeze. But anyways, I'm not a very great spokesperson. And I will step aside now. It's time for the professionals to speak.
I'm going to invite Michael. Michael, if there's anything you'd like to share, add in about your parent experience here at San Jose State, please, I want to welcome you to do that. You happen to be on mute, sir, so I just want to let you know that. Okay, here we go.
Okay, how is it? I'm on now? You can hear me? Oh, cool, great. So I'm a Howard University grad. My son is starting his sophomore year at college. He's a baseball player, so he's a student athlete. Pandemic last year was pretty tough on the university as well as the community in Santa Clara. But this year we're hoping that, we all can kind of get together. We can all meet and, really vibe about, the direction of which, our students are going to go with this university. And, if you have any questions, you can email me, Michael McAdoo at SJSU edu. And I'll be happy to answer those questions. But, the FAB is a very connected organization. We're here to advocate for the parents with any issues with the university or any accolades that you have to give. So please, check out the website, a couple openings, and I'll be glad to have you guys apply. So thank you.
Thank you. So excited and fortunate to have you serving. I'm going to pass it over to my colleague, Dr. Patience Bryant.
Hello again. I'll be quick because I know we won't leave time for some questions. However, like I said earlier, my role is the Director of Black and African American Equity. I sit in the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, which is part of our President's Office. I started this position in December. This position was created out of a need and a request from the Black community at San Jose State. So the Black faculty, staff, and students felt that there was a need for a position similar to mine. To my knowledge, I'm the only position like mine in all 23 CSUs to support, advocate, push initiatives for our Black faculty, staff, and students on our campus. So it's important for me to share. We will make sure you all get this PowerPoint because it's kind of wordy. So some of the initiatives that our campus is working on with some of the campus partners that you see on the Zoom, including Julie, who is actually here as a parent, but also as an employee. Our university president has a campus committee on diversity, education, and inclusion. That is headed up by my supervisor. I report directly to the Chief Diversity Officer. If you remember from the slide of the cabinet, Dr. Kathy Wong Lau actually sits on the cabinet's board as the Chief Diversity Officer. Not every university has their CDO on the cabinet. So that is a big deal for our campus because she's in those spaces to challenge and to push and to have those conversations with cabinet members. And we know things change from the top down. We also have an ongoing effort from the President's initiative to combat systematic racism. So if you haven't, we encourage you to check out our website. Myself, along with Jamal Williams, who was just on the call, work closely with other campus partners to continue to keep the campus updated on the progress and the work that the campus is doing. Over the past summer, we've received a number of requests and letters from various community members about what they wanted from the university, and the university stepped up to respond. It is an ongoing effort. Everything's not going to be resolved and solved in a day, but we are putting the work in, and we would like for you all to check out what we're doing. We offer resources for our students, for our faculty and staff. We also, in the past few months, we've created our bias incident resource team. We've always had a mechanism for folks to report things like bias incidents to the university. However, we now have a formal team. Myself and Julie both serve in that space. And that is a place where we receive information if someone, faculty, staff, or student may have experienced a bias incident on our campus. And we as a collective, we look at the incident. Sometimes there is a policy violation, so that goes to student conduct. Sometimes the law may have been broken, so that goes to UPD. Sometimes there may be an employee violation, so that would go to Julie's area or university personnel. But sometimes there are things that really we can't nail down with a policy or automatically with a punishment, but we still want to do something. We still want to provide education, resources, and support for folks who may have been harmed by others in our community, and that's what we do. We also, once again, share the link here for you all and how to get to our website. But I really wanted to highlight the next slide, Emerald, our Black Faculty and Staff Association, Black Faculty Staff Association. This group is full of our Black faculty and staff across the campus. No one gets paid to serve in this group. We are all volunteers. And one of our goals in conjunction of supporting each other, but is supporting our Black students. So this week in New Black Spartan Institute, we had a mixer with the students because we want them to see us, know that we exist on campus, want them to know, hey, even if you are in a major where you may never see a faculty member who looks like you, there are faculty on this campus who do look like you. There are staff members in those departments. So throughout the year, we will be connecting with students, having mixers, supporting the block in their mentorship program, as well as we are in the process of creating a Black Bay Area guide for our Black students, as well as for our new and returning Black faculty and staff, so they can know, hey, this is a place where you can go in the San Jose area, in the San Francisco area, and be supported and treated well. That's important for us to make sure that our community is supported in many ways, not just on campus, but off campus as well. And I have included our contact information at the end of this PowerPoint, but once again, here to support you, answer any questions. In my previous life, I was a director of student conduct. So if you have questions about conduct processes, policies, those things like that, I definitely can also help and answer those questions as well. And I'll pass it over to Dr. Wiggins.
Thanks, Dr. Bryant. I will be quick. So again, my name is Dr. Yolanda Wiggins, and I wear 2 hats here at SJSU, where I work closely with students. So I'm an assistant professor in the sociology department. So in my professor role, I teach upper division sociology courses, mainly to juniors and seniors, but I also advise and connect with students across years and majors, and I also work and conduct research with undergraduate and graduate students. But I'm also the faculty in residence for the Black scholars community. Next slide, please. So in their housing application, students have the option to select a preferred theme community that fit their academic goals or identities or interests. Faculty in residence, it simply means that I live in an on-campus apartment, not in the same residence hall as students, but close by. And this role is really about working collaboratively with the director of housing, student staff, so resident assistants or RAs, peer advisors, student leaders, a part of the residence hall and hall governments, and other student groups and campus partners like the Block and ODEI to provide events and activities that support the goals of the particular community. The Black Scholars community is an open and inclusive space that functions to fully support SJSU's Black students. Next slide. So the mission and community goals of the Black Scholars community are important ones. So first and foremost, the floor is about celebrating, recognizing, and uplifting Blackness in all of its diversity. We act as a mini family. So this mission, it also centers on advocating and showing up for Black students. So creating opportunities, making opportunities known. This means mentoring Black students and also exploring Black identity, allowing students to gain a better understanding of their identities as they move through college. And it's also about continually supporting Black students' academic success. So I take this role very seriously as a first-generation college student myself. I know firsthand just how confusing it can feel to navigate college as a Black student. I also know that families and support networks have students' best interests at heart, but they may not have all of the resources, college knowledge, or know who to reach out to and establish relationships with to get advice or answer questions. And then I also know that students might want to establish relationships with professors and staff on campus, but they don't know how to start. So for many of your students living in the residence halls in particular, I'm going to be that first close faculty connection they make. It's a large charge, but I think it definitely needs to be done, especially if we want to keep our Black students here, make sure they're successful, and then later get them to graduate and earn college degrees. So the mission of the Black Scholars community is one that includes all Black students, not just Black students who live in the dorms. And so this role is largely about social engagement, academic engagement, personal, professional, and educational development. I will be highly visible to students throughout the school year. I share meals with students during the week and weekend in the dining halls, and I am planning a variety of events that are intended to be fun and educational for students so that they stay engaged. So these events are everything from field trips to academic tutoring and study sessions, bringing in guest speakers, hosting movie nights. This role, again, is really about making sure that Black students feel welcome, they feel seen, heard, and supported here at SJSU as they pursue their studies. Next slide, please. So Emerald, Armani, and Dr. Bryant, they already highlighted the Black Spartan Institute, so I won't dwell on that. Lastly, students living on the Black Scholars floor are also enrolled in AFM 2A, and then later will be enrolled in AFM 2B. The students living on the floor, they take these courses together. So this fosters another greater sense of community among students. These courses explore the role of Blacks and African Americans in their relationship to government and other institutions within the United States. So again, that was super quick, but welcome. Please do not hesitate to reach out and connect with me. I'm really looking forward to taking a hands-on approach and getting to know your students better. And I will place my email again in the chat. Thanks so much.
As we are closing out our presentation today, we just want to provide some helpful links. Majority of these were shared throughout the parent town hall, adapt town hall session today, held by our campus leaders, really trying to better inform and share resources about what our repopulation plans are for the institution. We will make sure that as attendees, not only do you get the recording, but you will get the PDF version of this so that you can access these hyperlinks as needed, because we know in the digital age, having something accessible to your phone is really important. And then additionally, we got some contact information here from folks that have shared today, and just things, partners that we think you might want to still be connected to, like University Housing in San Jose, PZ. So we just want to say thank you for taking some time and meeting with us, hearing a little bit more about what we have to offer you and your student. And now I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that we can invite you all to maybe speak and hear your voice and ask us any questions that you might have about anything that was shared today or something else that might be on your heart and mind. So if you're willing and able, feel free to come off mute. You can also feel free to put those questions there in the chat. I know we had a few folks join us a little bit after our introductions, so welcome in to you all as well. And we'll just be here. We'll hold space for the next 5 minutes. Our staff and professionals here to support y'all. Any questions, feel free to come off mute and share those out with us.
And even recognizing that Emerald and I are both SJSU alumni, so we have some experience, at least from 2008 to present day. So if you have any questions related to the student experience, let us know.